Hi, my name is Borys, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 Afro House bass sounds. We'll be creating 2 of these with Ableton's wavetable synth and 1 with an upright bass sample. Before we get into the video, if you like what we are doing on this channel, make sure to subscribe. We've got more content on Ableton Live 12 coming up. And if you'd like to learn Ableton with all the foundations of music production, check out our Beginner to Advanced Live 12 Start to Finish course. And to take your Afro House tracks to the next level, see the Afro House Academy, which is packed with courses, project files, samples, and presets. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 project files. First one is called Thika. Let's just play this fragment. We're going to be remaking the bass line from it. And let's just play the kick and bass group. Alright, I'm going to duplicate the kick and bass group. I'll remove the bass and add a blank MIDI track. Right now, all we have is this main kick drum, just 4 to the floor regular pattern, and we have also this offbeat kick drum, which is a bit less heavy and acts a bit more like a tom. So together we have this nice groove going on. So on this MIDI track, I'm just going to drop a wavetable device, and let's get started with making our bass. This is going to be actually an 8-bar pattern, so we can insert an empty MIDI clip right here. And we are actually in C# minor, so we can just fold to that scale. I have chosen a quarter note grid to get started, and we're just going to be drawing in some notes. If you don't have this pencil, you can just press B, and now you can draw in the notes. We're going to be starting with A1. Let's choose a smaller grid, 8 notes, move this note here, make it shorter. Do the same thing but to the right here. So the positions are 1.3.3, 2.3.3. And we can actually just go down to F sharp, do the same thing here, go down to C sharp, and here go down 1 step of the scale as well to B. You can also take all these notes and move them down an octave, selecting them, pressing Shift and the down arrow. You can make it a bit groovier by adjusting the length of all of these. So if we click Ctrl A or select all the notes, we can shorten them all in one drag. So let's hear it once again. Let's actually go down to the wavetable device and actually design the synth. We want to first of all switch to the 24 dB curve. Let's stick low around 40-50 Hertz. So we just have the fundamental frequency going through, and we're going to be shaping this frequency knob, moving it with some envelopes. You can even boost the resonance a bit. Okay, and we want to apply around 27% of this envelope. It already works. We could try raising the volume. But we can do some more tricks to it. For instance, we can enable unison. And now it's a bit wider. It's actually stereo, so we're gonna need some effects to narrow that down, but it's going to give us a bit of a chorusy feel. Actually, I'm going to copy the effects from what we have on the original track, and let's just go through each of these. Okay, so first of all, we have a utility, which is just in the mid-side mode here. I'm just choosing the mid channel to get rid of the sides. Yeah, and this gives me strong middle signal without phasing. And on top of this, we have glue compression, just with soft clipping on. We're just slightly clipping, actually. On top of this, we have an auto filter, which we could open up a bit, just shaving off some of the mid frequencies from this bass. Then we're boosting the sub. Then we are doing a bit of processing with the drum bus. We are just boosting the transient that we may have lost with this processing here. Yeah, so with this transient, it's more punchy. And then we have compression also. And the compression should come from a sidechain track, but it can also come from the kick track. It's a very simple sound, but it's very effective and really nice and warm for this type of Afro House tracks. Okay, let's carry on to the next one. This one is called All Good, and let's hear it. Okay, and with this one, here's our kick bass group. We are sequencing a sample, in fact, here. Once again, I'm copying this group, and what I'm actually doing is just removing this MIDI information because the track itself, sound design-wise, is incredibly simple. All we have here is a simpler with a single sound. You can easily take it in any upright bass sample and just drag it into simpler. And yeah, we're just sequencing this, just using one voice in the retrigger mode so that it's mono. Then we have some effects on top, just boosting the sub, cutting some of these frequencies around 100K, and also doing sidechain compression on top of it. Okay, let's actually write this pattern. We need a 16th note grid. We're going to be starting with F3, and the scale is F minor here, so we can also choose this scale. We also have this little ghost note right here. A nice thing is when you're copying notes, you can also make them longer or shorter. And for example, we want to make it shorter, I just hold Shift and the left arrow and duplicate once again, go up. And then I can extend it also, Shift and the right arrow. I can, for example, select all of these and just shorten these. And we can also extend this as a loop. This ghost note we can make a bit quieter. And if you want more impact of that, you can just add velocity and volume. So that's a very simple pattern, and by using some upright bass samples, you can come up with really great Afro House bass lines. So let's delete this, and for the last one, we're going to be taking a look at the track called Rush. With this one, we have a sustained bass, and let's do the same as with the other tracks. I'm just going to fold this, disable. Let's create a new MIDI track, and I'm going to also drag wavetable here. This one is a pure square wave. We can actually immediately reduce the frequency knob, also change to 24 dB. Increase resonance, stick around 300 Hz. And let's join the pattern actually. We're in the G sharp minor scale, so we can fold to that scale. Let's get started with E. Just go up in the scale. And here, let's go up actually. All of these actually we can make shorter like this. And let's click legato as well. We can put this an octave down. Okay, so on top of this, I think all we need is some EQ. Also doing a bit cutting. You can also do sidechain compression on top. Let's choose this kick track, choose a different frequency. Okay, I think this works. Alright, I hope you'll find this quick tutorial on bass sounds in Afro House useful. Make sure to check out our Music Production Academy with start to finish courses on making tracks in various genres. And if you'd like to learn Live 12 with all the foundations of music production, check out the Beginner to Advanced Live 12 Start to Finish course. If you want to take your Afro House tracks to the next level, see the Afro House Academy, which is packed with courses, project files, samples, and presets. All links you'll find in the video description. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, leave us a like, write a comment, and I will see you in the next ones.